Fight Club 25. We in here, man. Errol Spence Jr., man, he has big plans for the next year or two. Some lofty goals, man. He's talking about after Kell Brook, he wants the Thurman versus Garcia winner. And after the Thurman Garcia winner, he wants Manny Pacquiao. He wants to clean out the welterweight division and become the unified, undisputed champion of the world. This is a tough task for Errol Spence Jr., man. This won't be a cakewalk. This is not a walk in the park. The 147-pound division is one of the most stacked divisions in all of boxing, man. While the heavyweight division was dead some years back, the welterweight division was on fire, man. You could say that that's one of the divisions that kept boxing alive, man. If you really think about it, with the emergence of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, which was the biggest money fight that we've had in boxing, man. But now Floyd's gone, Pacquiao's still here, and Errol Spence Jr., he wants all of these guys, man. He wants all of the champions. First, Kell Brook. Kell Brook, like I've always said, man, that's a 50-50 fight to me. I never said that Kell Brook couldn't beat. I never said Errol Spence couldn't beat Kell Brook. But I never said Kell Brook couldn't beat Errol Spence either, man. That could go either way in my opinion. But if I had to favor either one of those guys, I would probably favor Errol Spence Jr. just because he's hungry, his determination. I would have to favor him, man. But like I said, it won't be an easy fight. After that, he wants the Thurman Garcia winner. Now, this is where things get interesting in the welterweight division, man. People sleep on my boy one time, man. People sleep on Keith Thurman. I don't know why this is. People are very critical of this guy, man, and I understand why to an extent. In the beginning, in the earlier stages of his career, when he was at prospect level, he had a lot of tough talk, a lot of bravado, a lot of showmanship, or whatever. And people forget that people ducked Keith Thurman, man. There were those fighters that Marcos Maidana ducked Keith Thurman, man. A lot of those guys ducked Keith Thurman. Tim Bradley, you can make the argument to say that Tim Bradley is ducking Keith Thurman. There's a lot of people that didn't want to fight this guy, man. And he was stuck fighting guys like, Julio Diaz and, the fighters he's faced, Robert Guerrero and guys of that nature, guys of those type of guys. But it takes nothing away from Keith Thurman, man. He's had the fight of the year. What fight was better than Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman, man? And Keith Thurman definitely edged that fight, man. He won that fight, in my opinion. And I think that he'll go on to beat Garcia, man. I don't see Garcia beating Keith Thurman. I don't think it'll be as easy as some people think. Danny's chin is durable, but Keith Thurman should be able to outbox Danny Garcia, man. He should definitely be able to outbox him. And let's just hope, man, that the judges don't rob Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence is a problem, man. That's my favorite fight at welterweight at 147, man. If Errol Spence is able to get past Kell Brook, if that fight happens and Thurman beats Garcia, man, that fight, I'm telling you, man, that's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. I can't pick one of those guys right now. I can't say who would win that fight right now, man. I would really, really have to think about it. A lot of people are going to favor Errol Spence in that fight, man, because of the way he goes to the body. And people believe Keith Thurman is vulnerable to the body. And that's plausible, man. But I don't know. Keith Thurman, he makes adjustments on the fly. he's a very cerebral boxer, man. So I just don't know. And he can crack. He has power. So that's a beautiful fight right there, man. A beautiful fight in the, at 147, man. And lastly, Errol wants Manny Pacquiao, man. He wants Manny Pacquiao. I don't see that fight happening. If Errol Spence is able to get through these guys by that time, Manny Pacquiao will probably be retired. And if not, I just don't see him fighting Errol Spence Jr., man. I don't see it. That would be a pretty good fight. But I think by the time it would happen, Pacquiao was already on a decline. I would favor Errol Spence in that fight as well, man, to be honest. Because, Pacquiao is just getting older, man. Father Time catches up with everyone, man. But that's the landscape in the 147-pound division right now. Errol Spence wants everybody, man. He wants everybody, and he's coming. You dig? And that's my thoughts on it, man. Errol Spence Jr., Kell, he wants Kell Brook. After Kell Brook, he wants the Thurman Garcia winner. After that, he wants Manny Pacquiao, man. I say let's do it. Fight Club 25. Subscribe.